Yo, what's up, y'all? Thanks for tuning in to another flight on the channel today, man. We got a cool one going over from New Orleans today. We're going from New Orleans to Houston. So, excuse me, please. We got some storms rolling in. When I loaded up, everything was fine and dandy, but we got some storms rolling in right now. So, we got to get out of Dodge here pretty soon. We got a really big sale coming our way. Actually, it's looking pretty threatening. So I wouldn't be surprised if I don't get. Okay, air traffic control went offline, so that's okay. I may have to go ahead and deviate myself, only because we got some crazy storms coming, y'all. So right now, I'm just gonna chill and get out of Dodge here pretty soon, and just have a little bit of fun today. I want to see if I can bring over the weather. I'll take a look at that in just a few seconds, so I can show y'all exactly what we're working with. But we're pretty much ready to go. We see we got the rain coming down, starting to come down on us right now. So yeah, man, we're gonna go ahead and start getting out of Dodge, y'all. So let's go ahead and check everything. We'll do some quick checks, and then we should be ready to push back and get ready to go. So altimeter today is going to be, excuse me, 3011. So we'll get that entered in. Excuse me, please. We're not doing any departure today. Navigation is going to be on our own, so that's no problem. So we got that taken care of there. Let's take a look at the weather. Scatter broken at 50, broken at 10, 34, 24, and we're looking good. Chocks and cones can't come off at this point. We do have the parking brake set. We're fully loaded, fully boarded, and are ready to go ahead and push back. Before we do so, excuse me, please. I don't know what's going on today with my voice, but y'all just bear with me. Before we push back today, let's make sure we got everything entered in here and see exactly what we're doing. Everything's looking great. All right, so we're just going to depart straight out, and then we'll go direct to Casey and just head on our way. Predictive wind shear is on. Ground spoilers are armed right now. And let's go ahead and connect to the network, actually. So we'll go ahead and do that. We'll see if we get any auto ATC. No auto ATC. That's cool. Let's come over to our charts real quick and get CTAB frequency. Excuse me, please. I don't know why I'm so nasally today, y'all. Excuse me. And a little stopped up. All right, so we got ATIS, we got ground, New Orleans Tower 119.5. So let's get that entered in the box here, 119.5. All right, we're good to go. And New Orleans traffic, Delta 922, radio check.
595.
All right, somebody got back to me, but I wasn't able to hear it, and I don't
Radio
know
check was
why.
555.
Let me make sure I have everything turned up from a volume perspective. I actually don't see it at all. Got an American rolling, TWA. Excuse me, output volume, speakers, headphones will apply. Hit OK. We are connected. I don't even see it on my volume list. What we got going on today, y'all? It is VPilot. Let me do another one. In New Orleans traffic, Delta 922, radio check.
You're loud and clear, Delta.
Thanks. All right, so we're good to
New
go.
Orleans traffic, America 1410, departing runway 20. Straight out.
All right. New Orleans traffic, Delta 922, stand Bravo 1, push and start. New Orleans. All right, so we're going to get ready to push and start here today. So let's go ahead and get that taken care of. I'm sorry, give me a second. I gotta clear my throat. All right, y'all. So that should be cool. I don't know what the heck is going on with my throat. All right, so we got everything ready. Let's go ahead and connect the tug. All right, we'll get the tug attached. And we are going to start pushing back.
Shared with friends and loved ones. Every flight is a chance to celebrate together. And when we celebrate, we connect the world.
Welcome aboard.
Welcome aboard. Welcome aboard.
And thank you for flying with Delta.
Our first priority on every flight is the health and safety of our customers and crew. So before we depart,
Please pay attention to this important safety message. Ensure that all carry-on items are securely stowed in an overhead bin and place smaller items in
Excuse me, please. Wow, excuse me, y'all.
Use your electronic device in your seat. Please do not adjust your seat and ask a
All right, so we are pushing back, y'all.
All aisles, exits, and bulkhead areas are clear.
as we leave the gate, make sure your seatbelt is fastened. To fasten, insert the metal tip into the buckle and adjust the strap so it's low and tight across your lap. To release the belt, just lift the top of the buckle. If your seat has a shoulder harness, secure it by attaching the metal tip to the fitting on the belt. To release, remove the metal tip and allow the shoulder harness to retract.
Please remain seated with your seatbelt securely fastened anytime the seatbelt sign is on. Even if the sign is off, please keep your seatbelt fastened whenever you're seated in case
All right,
of
we're
sudden
good
affair.
there. Let's
In
go
the
ahead with
event of affair,
engine
the crew might also need to
number.
help
Oh,
with
didn't mean to do that.
We apologize if
All
this
right,
may
let's go
cause
with
you
engine
Regulations
number
require all passengers to comply with the
one
safety
start.
standards and lighted information signs located throughout the cabin, in addition to any crew member's instructions.
Smoking, the use of e-cigarettes, or any smokeless product, including chewing tobacco, is not allowed on any Delta flight. Federal law prohibits tampering with, disabling, or destroying restroom smoking detectors. There are 8 exits on this plane, 8 doors, 4 on each side. Each door has a detachable slide that can be used as a ramp. In the event of evacuation, leave all carry-on. All exits are further marked with a green symbol. Arrows indicate the direction to these exits. Please take a moment to find the exits closest to you, and remember, they might be behind you. If there's a loss of power, lights will illuminate the aisle to guide you to an exit.
It's
All
unlocked,
right.
But if cabin pressure changes, the panels inside the lavatories and above the
Engine
seat
number
will open
one
with
is
oxygen
coming
masks.
online.
If this happens, reach up
Here we
and
go.
pull a mask or red string
And engine
or
number
shoot
two.
until the tube is fully extended to
That's
start
good.
the flow of oxygen. Place the mask over your nose and mouth. Slip the elastic strap over your head and adjust the mask if necessary. Breathe normally and note that oxygen is flowing, so don't worry if the bag doesn't inflate. Be sure to adjust your own mask before helping others.
A water evacuation is also unlikely, but just in case, life vests are in a compartment beneath or adjacent to your seat. To use, remove the vest from its container by pulling on the tab and then opening the pouch. Slip the vest over your head, wrap the strap around your waist, and attach it to the buckle in front, and adjust securely around your waist. As you leave the plane, inflate the vest by pulling down on the red tab at the bottom of the vest, or manually inflate it by blowing into the tube at shoulder level. A water-activated light is attached to each vest.
For children who weigh less than 35 pounds, place the vest around the infant's waist and secure the strap between the legs. Refer to the safety information card for more information. Additional life vests for in-lap children are located in a marked compartment at the front and rear of the
All right, y'all. Engines are up.
Now before we take off, be sure
Turn
your
off our
seat is
engine
upright.
switches. We
Your
can
aisle armrests are
kill the
in position,
APU.
and your tray table is put
Turn
away.
down the
If you have
AC
seat
just a
door,
little
make sure it
bit.
is open. Please note that there is a placard on the door, visible when closed.
We're looking
Explaining how to
good.
use the suite door in case of
All
an
right,
emergency.
auto brake
Please
max.
Take a moment to review the safety information card, which is in your seat pocket.
As we come through the cabin for our final
Speed
safety
brake
check,
is
please let us know
armed.
if you have any questions.
Wherever your celebrations take you, thanks for choosing Delta to fly you.
And
Now, as we get ready
let's
to
do a
take
quick
off,
flight control
please stay
check.
lit and have a wonderful flight. Thank you for
all right,
flying
full
with
right, full left, full down, full up, and full right rudder, and full left rudder. All right, And rudders are not online, so let's get them online. There we go. To get up under there to get those rudders together. All right. Right, y'all. All right, so let's go full right rudder now and full left rudder, and we're looking good. All right, y'all. So let's get ready to taxi. And this is showing Charlie. So I think that there's been an update to New Orleans that I don't have. So let me check. So this is showing us Charlie. Huh. Oh well. All right, y'all. All right, flaps to take off. Check the speed brake. Make sure that that comes up. Okay, and then we'll arm the speed brake, and we'll check our cabin, and we'll get ready to get out of Dodge. Oh, they're calling this Alpha. Well, I'm gonna call it Sierra. So, New Orleans traffic, Delta 922, taxiing to runway 20 from Concourse Bravo via Sierra. We'll cross runway 29 and runway 20. Okay. All right. I guess I got the wrong joint here, but well, not wrong, but the scenery looks like it's changed a little bit from what my charts look like. So I'm just going to stick with what we got here on the charts. And ladies and gentlemen, let's go. We are ready to taxi. So release a parking brake here. And let's roll. Let us roll into some storms today. Into a little stormage. I don't know. Alright, so this is showing Alpha, but that's fine. It's showing Charlie. Right, so we're crossing runway 29. Headed out of Dodge, y'all. Airtime today is going to be about 49 minutes. pretty short taxi today, nothing too crazy. So let's check this weather again. We are going to be departing right into, we should be over it though, but there is a huge, we're getting some light rain right now. There's a huge storm out to the west of the airport right now, so keep an eye out for that. Traffic, Delta 922 lining up runway 20, New Orleans. Alright y'all, so let's go ahead and get lined up. Our lights on here. Alright y'all, let's get ready to take off. In New Orleans traffic, Delta 922 taking off runway 20, departing to the south, New Orleans. Alright, and we are taking off. Let's hit the clock and bring our engines up. Everything is stable. Take on off. We got 80 knots. And V1, rotate. Positive rate, gear up. New Orleans traffic, Delta 922 is at 1,300 feet, clear runway 20, final traffic, New Orleans. Alright, so we got a little rain out there. Alright, so we can go flaps up. And we will set the autopilot. And night's departure today. Let's take a look at our Fenix Airbus 320 climbing in through some storms. Now, as mentioned, we got some pretty major storms out there. So we're going to continue south for now to get around these storms. I'm going to deviate a little bit to the south before we make our turn. We'll stay here at 5,000 feet for now. Actually, we're going to climb. We're going to climb up to 140. So we'll keep climbing up, but we're going to stay to the south because of the weather. Let's see if I can bring the weather up here. So you all can see what everything looks like out there. And exactly where we are. So let me pull this over for just a second. This is New Orleans, obviously. We just departed. We're right here. And you can see we got some major storms out to our west. So what I'm going to do is just come down south here a little bit. Come over Lake Salvador a little bit. And then I'm going to make a turn. But I don't want to hit any of this right here, so I'm just going to keep rolling down south just like this, and we'll have to deviate a little bit today because of weather. Alright, and we'll head over to Houston in just a little bit. And the weather out in Houston, we also have some weather that's heading that way, but it's not too, we'll get on the ground before then. We just got a little bit of precipitation out to the northwest. But nothing too crazy. So this is why we're going down south right now to avoid some of the weather that's out there. And as you can see, the skies are a lot more clear coming down this way than if I go external. As you can see off to our west, pretty cloudy, but to the east and to the south it's a little bit more, so a little clearer. So. But it's beautiful. We're just going to keep climbing up, and we'll stay on this heading of 190, and we'll continue climbing up too. We're just going to get up to our cruise altitude today, which is 320. 320. I'm gonna pull for it. So 320. Oh, why am I doing that? 320. Cool. Alright, in just a minute we'll turn direct to KC. As you all can see, KC is over here. So in a little bit we'll turn direct to KC. But as you can see, clear weather coming down this way. I'd rather avoid those storms, get into any trouble. Out there. Alright, so let's go ahead and turn direct KC now. So we'll go direct to KC. We'll start making that right turn to the west. Let's look out this other window. Man, that looks cool. That looks really amazing. As you can see those storms back there. We're high above them now, so we can just go direct. There's nothing to worry about too. We're super far away from anything that's threatening, but wouldn't have wanted to fly through that on takeoff, I'll tell you that much. So we're looking good. Right. So this flight should be 49 minutes typically in the air. But we had to do a little deviation, so we'll probably come in around 55 minutes or so. So it's no big deal. We are on our way to Houston, y'all. Alright, so let me bring the map back over to show you what we're doing, what we did. So this is us coming out of Houston. I'm sorry, out of New Orleans. And so instead of taking off and going directly to the west, we took this south track here to avoid these storms. And this huge storm is coming toward New Orleans right now, so we're good to go. So you can see what we're doing. We're gonna kind of like come right through this pocket right here. We'll come south of any of this major stuff that's over like Lake Cocodrie, Lake Hackberry, all of that. We're gonna miss all of that precipitation and keep working our way to Houston, y'all. So we're excited. Should be a really nice flight. Maybe a little bit of turbulence, but nothing too crazy. Kick off our lights now. We'll just cruise, y'all, and hang out. I gotta step out the cockpit for just a second, but I will be back in just a moment. All right, y'all. Had to take a little potty break, but we are back in the cockpit, ladies and gentlemen, and we are headed to Houston as we speak, y'all. We're almost to our cruising altitude today. I'll go ahead and kick off the seatbelt signs, let everybody kind of move around a little bit. Turn off the wipers from earlier. And we just cruising, y'all. Having some fun today. Headed to Houston. So let's get our landing in here. So we've been running for about 15 minutes. We should be landing in about 45, so I'll call it 3. I'll say we'll say about 3:07 landing today into Houston. So we'll get that up on the screen. And for now, yo, we're just cruising, we're rocking and rolling. Almost up to our cruising altitude, just a little bit more to go. And we're just gonna sit back and chill and enjoy the flight. So I hear those engines dialing back. As we continue cruising to our destination. So you all can see where we are and how much longer we have to go here. So we came out of New Orleans here, obviously, and made a southerly track to avoid these storms, as you can see right here. All of these storms were coming our way, so instead of flying through all of that, we decided to come down to the south and then come over to where Houston, and just got a little bit more to go. So making our way, y'all. What's good, Atlas? How you doing today, yo? We chilling. Just headed to Houston real quick from New Orleans today. You know, we just chilling. Yeah, the weekend flies, yo, but still got a lot to go. It's only 2 o'clock where I'm at. It says you in Vegas, so what? It's only 11 something, so 11:26. Still got all day. Yeah, but we chilling, man. Headed to Houston, yo. Headed to Houston. The event last night ended up dope, though. We ended up making a real nice flight into San Juan. It was pretty dope. So today we just chilling, enjoying life. Just left Houston in the sim. Okay, that's fire. That is fire. Where you headed to? Are you on VATSIM by chance too? Cause I'll look up your call sign. Where you headed to? Oh, Volanta. Okay, headed to Vegas. Okay. That's what's up. I haven't used Volanta, or Volanta, I should say. But what's your call sign though? Because if you're on Volanta, you should be on. Or is VATSIM different than Volanta? I thought Volanta was just another program that showed like VATSIM stuff or whatever. Oh, what's going on with this background? Why it's doing that? NKS 1825. Let's see if I can find you. Let's see. NKS 1828. Oh, okay. Nah, it doesn't look like it's pulling up. That's what's up. Well, cool. I hope you have a good flight to Vegas, yo. That's fire. What are you flying with today? Ooh. Fenix A320, okay. That's fire. That's fire. I'm sorry, man. I'm sitting over here watching Charlie Clips versus old Solo battle. Alright, y'all, so we are almost to our top of descent here, so we're going to start descending in just a second. Let's go ahead and click these seatbelt signs on, get everybody back in their seats, and get ready to descend into Houston today. Let's take a look at our charts for just a second for Houston. We're coming in on the what are we coming in on today? We're coming in on the Pux 4 for runway 22, and we're just doing a localizer 22 today. So so let's go ahead and start descending right about now. Alright, so there we go, y'all. We are starting to descend. Let's take a look at our charts real quick and see what we got. So we got the Pux 4 arrival today. We're out here, as you can see, and we're coming down. Actually, this isn't updated, and that's okay. So by the time we get to Bay, we should be between 15,000 and 12,000. So let's take a look. We're calling 14,000 at Bay, which is fine for our current descent. We want to be what, 10 to 8,000 at Pux. So we're looking good. Or I'm sorry, 11 to 8,000 at Pux. We're gonna get to M mile or M mile. Okay, we'll get to M mile. So let's take a look at our actual landing and all of that briefing. So from Pux, we'll track on a 310 to cross Squirrel at or above 8,000. Then on a track at 310 to cross Keyman at 6,000. Then on a track at 310 to cross Wild at 6,000. Then on a track 310 to cross Jacinto at 4,000. Then 310, and we'll expect radar vectors to our final approach course. Yeah, so we're not going M mile, actually. We're going up the way, right? So we're going up. So Squirrel, Key Mile, Wild, Jacinto at 4,000. So we'll just keep coming down, y'all. And we'll plan for the localizer approach on runway 22. So let's take a look at that. We got this, we got that, we got... we're doing a RNAV approach today. So we're doing RNAV, GPS approach into runway 22. Glide slope is 2,000. Decision height is 500. So let's get our destination data entered in here as we're descending. Go next phase. We'll go 500 on the barrel. We're landing Conf 3, and QNH in Houston is going to be arrival 3004. All right, and then let's go up because we are landing flaps 3. And there we have it, ladies and gentlemen. We are punched in and ready to go for our landing into Houston. I call this a 307, maybe. We might get in a lot sooner than that, so we'll see. Yo, what's up? What's up, Doug? Hope you're doing alright today, bro. No, I haven't. Ooh. So yeah, you see where our position is. Let me go back to our VAT sim real quick. Zoom it in a little bit. So we're descending on the Pucks 4 arrival into Houston today. Let's take a look at the weather too. You can see we got one small little sail right here that we may have to deal with on our approach. We'll see. We'll see if we have to deviate at all for that, but we should be okay, low key. So making our way in. You can see Texas, the Texas border right here, Gulf of Mexico. We're gonna come on land, not too far out of League City, but if you're familiar with like Galveston Bay and all of that, we'll come on land right inside of Galveston Bay, which is up here. Oh, word? Nah, bro. Nah, I never been inside, man. Never been inside. Everybody say they got a doppelganger or somebody that look like them a twin, but nah, bro. All right, y'all. So let's take a look at what we doing. So again, we're still coming down. We want to be at 4,000 by Jacinto. So let's go ahead and push for our barrel, and then we'll do 3,004. And you see, we're still coming down. So let's see what we're doing. Let me look at it real quick. Yeah, we're looking at 10,000. I mean, we're on a great path and trajectory down. 4,000. Okay. Yeah, so we're looking good. Got Texas off to our right side, as you can see over there. Like I said, we got this little sail out here that we gotta worry about. Or not really worried. We're not worried about it, but we just, you know, wanna keep an eye out for any issues with this little weather joint here. It's coming, and we're coming. So I don't know. I feel like we might be on top of it as soon as we get in there. Where you going? My homie going to Isle Rotan. I don't see any other traffic coming in or anything like that that we have to contend with. We got this guy out of Hobby. This guy is going to George Bush, which there is some weather over George Bush right here, as you can see. Oh yeah, nah. He was just asking me if I ever been down. I told him nah. He said I look like his ex Selly, so I'm like nah. Never been down, not me. Um. Yeah, but we actually might make it in, man. We might make it in before this storm, so we gonna see. We gonna see what's up. In all actuality, nah, we will make it in before this storm, so it's not anything for us to worry. It's not a storm; it's just a little rain pocket. It's actually much heavier than what it looked. Let me see if I can change that actually, because the little sail is much heavier than what it looks like on depicted here. So let me see, map layers, satellite. Weather. There we go. Precipitation intensity. So now you can see it ain't gay if you gay. It ain't gay if you just gay in prison. It's Bumpy leaving. It's Bumpy leaving George Bush, huh? That's what's up. Okay. Interesting comments in the chat. So I'm going ahead and delete these messages and put homie in timeout. I don't know what I don't know what bro talking about. But anyway, yeah. So we gotta look at this joint. So like on the other view, it didn't look as intense, but if you really take a look, it's pretty intense. So with that, man, we might come right on top. Nah, it should be right behind us. I think it's gonna be right in front of us. Excuse me, as we're coming in. I don't think I'm gonna have to worry about it. But as y'all can see, that's a pretty big sail that we got to take a look at as we're coming in. So we'll keep our eye on that. But we should come in right before it. So leaving out of George Bush. Okay, yeah. I'm not getting any turbulence down here to the south yet, but all right. So there's Galveston, y'all. We're coming over Galveston Bay. This is Galveston Bay, and we're making our way into Houston. And our descent is looking good. We want to be down to 4,000 just before Jacinto. And so we're looking good right there. Man, what is going on today in this chat, bro? What the heck is going on? Hilarious. Alright, so we'll hide them. Cats is coming on here wilding. What is it, the tank top or something? I normally wear a t-shirt, the tank top. What the heck is going on? We're going to put homie in timeout. And that's strange. But anyway, we are descending. We're looking good. We want to be at 210 knots here, so we're gonna start slowing down. We're actually yeah. We're gonna start slowing down. So let's pull this back here to 210. So we'll do 210 on the speed. We will kick out the speed brake. We'll get a little vibration with that coming out. Let's get an external view with that speed brake extended as we slow down and make our way into Houston. All right, y'all, we're looking good. Let's pull for 4,000. And we'll go flaps 1. All right, man. So y'all can see those clouds kind of billowing up there. We got some storms. We got this big storm right here headed towards Houston. Let me refresh this page real quick and see if anything changes so we get the most updated look of things. So yeah, man, we might hit some precipitation coming in, but it looks like we'll make it in right before the storm. We'll go auto brakes low. Still got our speed brake out. Speed brake up and clear that. All right, so we're looking good, man. We are looking good, ladies and gentlemen. On our way to Houston. We'll be on the ground here in just a second. I caught it 3:07 on time, which is still it'll be a little earlier than that. I kind of made up some time. We'll take a look at this real quick. We had some storms coming out of Orlando. I'm sorry, New Orleans. So I took a southerly track and then came over this way to try to avoid some of the storms that were out there. So we looking good. We are looking good. And that sail, it really does look like it's just staying west of the airport right now. So I think we'll be able to get in without it causing any trouble to us. And we're landing 22. Wow, I wonder what happened. I don't know why I'm getting all these weird messages. Strange. Huh. Very strange. It's weird. Anyway, so from Jacinto, we're gonna go straight to CAFDO or CAFDO. We'll descend down to 2,000. And we're looking good. Right. 118.7. All right. And hobby traffic, Delta 922, 18 nautical miles out, runway 22, Houston, hobby. That's interesting. It's one of those days. It's one of those days. All right, yeah, there we go. So we are starting to move around here. We're starting to get some movement. Again, we're going to do a Conv 3 landing today. And We're 33. And things are looking weird. Alright, y'all. So let's keep coming down to 2,000. We'll turn direct to CAFDO here in just a second. No, we'll descend and maintain 3,000. 2,000's fine, actually. 2,000. We'll go direct now. We'll hit the approach. And let's see if we can clean this up real quick. Let's do a quick DNS flush to see if that clears up my scenery at all. I don't know why things are looking crazy. Huh. Oh well. All good. Yeah, I don't know what's going on, yo. It's wild. Cats is wilding today. Uh-oh. Alright, so we're down to 2,000. Coming down to 2,000. About 12 nautical miles out. Scenery's a little crazy. I know. Texas is wild. It's really huge. Like, even to get north, like from Houston, if you're going to Oklahoma or whatever, it's like 4 or 5 hours. All right, y'all. So we got the localizer. We're doing an RNAV approach. All right, there's 2,000. Send down to 16,000. Houston hobby traffic, Delta 922 on a 10 nautical mile final for runway 22, Houston hobby. All right, let's go flaps 2. I'm sorry, not 2. Let's arm the speed brake. Let's push the speed. Let's pull the speed brake, push the speed. We'll go flaps 2. We'll arm the spoilers. So we get slowed down here. Right. There's the precipitation that we were talking about. It's not that major, that crazy storm. It's all good. And we'll go flaps 3. And we'll drop the gear. Gears coming out. Right, so for whatever reason I'm not descending, and that's fine. Alright, so we'll turn the autopilot off. I have the runway in sight. We're going to completely hand fly this thing down to the runway today. It should be a lot of fun. got you. I got you. No worries. No worries. Cat's wilding today. What is going on? So let's pull this joint. I don't know what's going on. It's wild. Alright, I'm pretty high right now. That's okay. I'm gonna make sure we get down though. Hopefully. Oh yeah, I'm pretty high. See if we can put it down. No, I'm high and I'm fast. Yeah, we're gonna go ahead and go around. Houston, Hobby, Delta 922, go around. All right, so let's go around. I don't know what happened there. Let's kick our flaps up. And we'll go AP, we'll go here, we'll go up to 3,000. Speed can go fine. We'll push for heading. I know, it's way too high. All these messages, man, they got me off. Got me off my game out here, bruh. Nah, it happens. Alright, so we are going to go around. And we'll make another attempt here in just a second. Alright, man, this is my first go around in a while. I haven't had a go around in a minute. But this will be cool. So we'll get out here, we'll go around, and then we'll come back in and try to land it again. The unfortunate part is that weather is probably going to be like right on top of us if we go around. That's cool, man. We just gotta do what we gotta do. Alrighty. Alright, so we'll maintain 3,000. What's up, Mr. Pickle, man? Thanks for tuning in again. I gotta go around. I'm flying a go around here at Houstson Hobby. I ended up being too high on approach. All these crazy messages coming in. It's crazy. It's wild. All right. Yeah, so this will be fun, man. Flying this this go around. As you can see, we're getting moved around a lot. I ain't thought I had these joints on. No problem. Word? Wow, bro, that's a long flight. How'd your flight go? Did you record it or anything? Stream it? Oh, appreciate you, bro. Thanks for checking out the vlog, man. I had a lot of fun down in Miami. Had a lot of fun in that Porsche, bro. The Porsche was amazing. I appreciate you tuning in to that, man. Okay, that's what's up. I'm glad you were able to do that flight, man. I know you had a good time with that for sure. So how long is that joint? Long, LA, was that 14, 15 hours? All right, y'all, we're going to get out here and hold. I'm silly. I still had the gear down. I'm like, why am I not faster right now? Because the gear is down. But to be honest, I'm going to stay right at 210. Dang, that's fire. I tried to get my A350 up the other day and do Kennedy to Charles de Gaulle out to Paris, but man, that A350, I can't get it working right. I was getting ready to take off. Well, I was taxiing and the thing just crashed on me. I'm like, come on. So it's all good though. I stay on my A320 for now. All right, let's get set back up to come back into Houston. So with the weather and everything like that, I might want to take a different runway. Let me see what we got out here that's available for me to land to. Let's see where we are. Okay. 2. All right, let's go 13 right for our approach. We're going to change over to an ILS approach. Just because, oh, I'm tripping. Just because, there we go, we're flying our go around. For me, autopilot is such a struggle. So what plane did you take out to, did you take the A350 out there or what? Arrival, ILS 13 right, and we'll just call it like that. And that's cool. Cool. 13 right. 13 right. Jabs. Alright, let's go direct to jabs. We'll come out of this hold here. So we'll go direct jabs, and then we'll come back in for another arrival. The A350, it was like maybe a week ago or so though. Yeah, that's what's up, man. Yeah, that's what's up. Yeah, the autopilot, I really like that A350 though. I wish I had a chance to really land or to fly that joint, because it's a very fun plane to fly for sure. Man, that's hard for me to say. Hobby traffic, Delta 922 on a 18 nautical mile final for runway 13 right. Hobby. It's hard for me to say. I flew Boeing. I flew the PMDG for a very long time, like mad long. So I'm a little bit partial to. I'm not partial, excuse me, to any plane, because I flew the PMDG 737 NGX for years. I love it. It's a great plane. But once 2020 came out, I switched over to Airbus, and once I switched over to Airbus, yeah, I don't know. That's been happening like all day, and it's funny because it's a similar thing. I'm getting spammed, bro. I'm getting spammed. It must be just somebody in general, like just spamming a bunch of YouTube accounts right now. So, but anyway, I'm you know, when things happen like that, it's like best thing to do is just ignore it. It's like you play into it, then people be like, "Oh, I'm getting on his nerves," or I'm messing up his stream or something. And it's like, it really ain't that serious at the end of the day. But y'all just ignore them, keep it pushing. But yeah, I think so. It's cool though. It's no big deal. No big deal. All right, so we're flying over the radio antennas, just west of Houston Hobby, and now we're coming into that weather that we were talking about before. So you see what I'm saying? So we still are going to come in right before, but I was like, if I get too far west, I'm gonna really be in some trouble. So we're just east of that storm pocket right there, so we should be all right. Yeah, I've been on VATSIM for probably 10 years or something like that now. I'm actually on VATSIM now as we speak. It's like if you go to radar or VATSIM-radar.com, like you can see exactly what you're seeing on the screen. This is what I'm pulling up from VATSIM. So yeah, I love VATSIM, and it's fire. Been on VATSIM for a while. All right, y'all. So let's come back in here. Hobby traffic, Delta 922, 12 nautical mile final for runway 13 right. Yeah, like the whole network. You know, once you hop on to VATSIM, I mean, you're on with, you know, everybody in the world, you know, that's on VATSIM. So right now, what is this saying? I don't have it up. What is this saying? Right now, there's almost 2,000 pilots that's online right now. So you're online with all of those pilots, and there's 241 ATC. So yeah, I really like the weather, bro. It's fire in the sim for sure. You said it's glitchy? I've never seen it be glitchy. Like in what way does it glitch out on you? All right, so we're gonna slow down to 180. Oh snap! You know what? Oh no, I'm okay. I do need to change that though. I'm coming in on a different runway, so approach ILS runway 13 right. Our decision height is going to be 296. Today, so 296 there. All right, we're looking good. Yeah, I definitely encourage you to get on to VATSIM, yo. It's really the only way I fly these days. Look at this over here. This is fire. You can see downtown Houston off in the midst. We're coming in 13 right, so we're gonna come just to the west of downtown, so we'll get a nice little view of that. But I don't see the weather being glitchy, man. I'm curious of what you say about that. I think it's freaking beautiful. Look at these clouds, man. The way the storms come and all of that. Pretty fire, but yeah, love to know your feedback on that. So we're extending this approach a little bit out just to make sure we're good. Hit approach, flight directors on. flight directors are on. We'll make our right turn. Scenery is crazy. See downtown Houston right there as we come around. I'm gonna drop this because I don't need to have it up anymore. So let's drop the VAT map. We'll descend down to 2,000 until established. We can go flaps 2. We get another nice view of downtown Houston as we're coming in. Flaps 2. Man, Atlas, I wish I could. I gotta hit the gym. Also gotta get dinner ready. So I did kind of a shorter flight today. I got a couple more things I gotta do today, but definitely, let's get a flight in sometime soon, man. I think that would be super fire. That'd be super dope. Alright, look at downtown Houston. Loving that. Loving that. Why did I fall off of my path? Royce here. Alright. So we'll go direct Royce. About 10 miles out. Should start picking up that localizer here. Downtown. More rain. We'll pick up the localizer in just a second. I do have the runway and the airport in sight. Take a look at downtown Houston. Toyota Center right there. All the buildings. Yeah, next stream for sure. And there's the localizer coming over and glide slope as well, so we'll capture that in just a second. No more rain for right now. Let's turn these off. Another view back toward downtown. All right, y'all. In Houston, hobby traffic, Delta 922, short final, runway 13 right. Let's go flaps 3. Let's go gear down. Flaps 3. More rain. And we'll get autopilot 1 and 2 on. Landing, auto brake is good. Speed brake is armed. And we are landing. No, we're not. Actually. Alright. So, I don't know why, but I lost the glide slope, but that's fine. I'm going to hand fly it down. So we'll get it down today. Ooh, let's see what we got here. Definitely watch my speed here as I come down. We'll be okay. Turn these off. What in the heck is going on with my view? There we go.
500.
Alright. Alright, we got 2 pappies. 1 pappy.
4. 100 above. 300.
And we got 2 pappies. Continue.
Light slow. Light slow.
40.
Too low.
30,
Terrain.
20. Retard. Fly.
And beautiful landing, y'all. Reversers can come out.
What a nice touchdown.
I appreciate you. Very nice landing today. And reversers can come off. Speed brakes can come up. And flaps can come up. Nah, see, look at you. You thought I was gonna be high. You thought I was gonna be high again. Nah. I'm happy to get it down. Thank you, yo. I appreciate that very much. And hobby traffic Delta 922 is clear of runway 13 right. All right, so we're clear. Let's go ahead and get the APU started. We can kill those landing lights. We'll keep the taxi lights on. And oops, I made through that. APU is coming on. All right, I don't fly in a hobby often, so let me take a look at our gates, see exactly where we're going. Okay, we'll go 21. All right, so we'll go Mike to hotel. All right. In hobby traffic, Delta 922 taxiing to the terminal, stand 21 via Mike, cross runway 22 at Mike, and then a right on hotel into the terminal. Hobby. All right, y'all. Let's see what we got to do. We could have said Charlie just all the way in too, but that's fine. Great landing today, y'all. Really good landing. My view got all jacked up there, so I was like trying to fight that. Is ATC muted? So air traffic control isn't always on. So when air traffic control isn't on, you communicate to other pilots that may be in the area in a couple different ways. So now, of course, you're always using a radio, right? I mean, duh. But what I'm meaning by that is, if an airport or airspace is uncontrolled, then you use a frequency that's referred to as CTAF. So you'll use the CTAF frequency. That way, everybody on the ground, everybody around here at Hobby can know what I'm doing. There's certain parameters for that. I'd have to remember exactly what they are. I think it's below 5,000 feet and within 20 nautical miles of the airport, you will use the CTAF frequency for that airport. Otherwise, once you, like if I was departing, once I get over, I think it's 10,000, but once I get over a certain feet, then I would, or a certain flight level or whatever, I would change over to Unicom 122.8. And so use 122.8 to communicate with the other planes and things like that may be out there. So air traffic control isn't always on. When it's on, obviously you'll talk to when they're manned or ground, tower, center, whatever is on, you'll talk to them. But when it's not, you use either Unicom, or you use the CTAF frequency to talk to other pilots that are in your airspace. It's a little bit, I'm not going to say it's confusing. CTAF is pretty new. I would say maybe like a year or something like that. They put CTAF on the VATSIM. One rule of thumb with CTAF is it's typically your tower, whatever the tower frequency is for the airport. So like, you know, Hobby only has one tower. So for this airport, it's 118.3. So when I'm talking on 118.3, the CTAF frequency. Other pilots can hear me, but of course they're not going to respond. Oh, okay. And hold on one second. So like this, I'm about to cross this runway. Air traffic control isn't on, but other pilots may be on the ground here in Hobby. So I'm going to say, because I have to cross this runway and I missed it on the first one. So I'm coming up to hotel right here. So I'm going to announce to everybody in the airport that I'm taxiing, or I'm about to cross this runway. But it's going to tell everybody on the ground, but it's also going to tell everybody that's on CTAF within, like I say, I have to look it up again, but I think it's 20 nautical miles of the airport and like up to 5,000 feet. So let's do that. And Hobby traffic, Delta 922 is taxiway hotel, holding short of runway 31 right. Right. So I'm holding short just to let anybody know, if anybody's landing who maybe didn't say something or whatnot, they know that I'm holding short of this runway. But then I'm going to say I'm crossing the runway for anybody that may be taxiing, if there's any other planes coming in or anything like that. So Hobby traffic, Delta 922, crossing runway 31 right at hotel. So now anybody that's on CTAF, because this airport isn't manned, there's not a ground controller on, there's not a tower, center's not on, everybody should know, like, okay, like I'm crossing this runway, I'm headed to the taxiway, and nobody's coming, no one's coming, so we'll just go ahead and proceed through, and then that's it. So yeah, hopefully that makes sense. Not all airports have a CTAF frequency, so, but all airports should have a tower, if that makes sense. So if there's not a dedicated CTAF frequency on your charts or whatever the case may be, then you'll just use the tower frequency. If the airport has multiple towers, like a, oh man, who has multiple towers? Yeah, like yeah, like Atlanta may have a couple different towers. There's different towers for different runways. You just use those particular things. Okay, I think I've mansplained that enough. Like, but yeah, and there's information for it too. Like on VATSIM, there's like all type of training and different information for it. So anyway. All right, so taxi light can come off, and yeah, we'll get parked here. 21 was taken. Just don't see my He's telling me to go left. Oh, I came in the wrong way. Oh, no, I didn't. No, I didn't. He's telling me I need to go left more. Maybe I did. Maybe I was supposed to come in the other way. But I don't think so, actually. I'll go left, though. That's what you want me to do. Okay, there we go. All right, and he said stop, so we'll stop and shut down. All right, there's a lady. Oh, that might be a lady. All right. So anyway, we are here. APU is running. We'll turn the bleed on, and we'll shut these engines off. We'll arm the parking brake, and we'll deboard. Again, appreciate y'all rocking with me today. It's time to hit the gym. Time to get some food in a minute. But yeah, man, stay tuned. I'll holler at you later, Atlas, and I'll holler at you later, Mr. Pickle. Thanks again for tuning in and also checking out that vlog too. I'll see y'all. Have a blessed day.